Okay, guys. I don't know if anybody's here or not, but I'm going to start recording, and then whoever didn't come, they can just play it back. So what we have for the dinner tonight is going to be some lasagna, and it's going to be a little bit on the healthier side. So let me go ahead and get started. This is going to take a little while. So I have ground meat, and this comes in bulk at Sam's Club. If you buy it regular, it's a little bit more on the expensive side. If you buy it in bulk at Sam's Club, you get 2, sometimes 3 of these. They used to be $11. Now they're closer to $14. And this is 2 pounds. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I have my pan oiled a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and chop this up and start seasoning. Okay, when I have it chopped up, I'm going to go ahead and put my seasoning. But before I put my seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and put my diced up onions and my garlic. That's about a tablespoonful of garlic, maybe a little bit more. I didn't measure it. I just kind of spooned it on the platter. And then I have 1 medium diced onion, and this is a Vidalia onion. So I'm going to put those around the meat, and then I'm going to go ahead and season the meat. This is the seasoning of your choice. I'm just using what my family likes. And I usually season my meat twice, just to make sure that it's flavored. So what I used in mine is a little seasoning salt, garlic powder, food enhancer, nothing too exotic, just getting the meat seasoned. And after I season it, I'm going to go back in here and just chop it around. I'm going to turn my flame up just a little bit, or my electricity fire, whatever you want to call it. So there's going to be no bell pepper in this lasagna or celery, only because I have a can of diced tomatoes with bell pepper and celery in it. And that's okay, because if you can't get something, you kind of got to substitute it. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of flip my meat over, and then I'm going to season it again. And this meat is just going to be for the sauce. So basically the sauce is the meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that seasoned again. Same seasonings. So on the other eye, I have my water boiling. So for my noodles, I'm just going to have water, a little bit of olive oil, and some salt just to season, make sure those noodles are seasoned, but not too much, just a little bit. I want to get this ground meat seasoned really good. So the other ingredients that you'll need when that gets done, I'm going to use sauce in addition to these green pepper, celery, tomatoes. They're sliced or diced, I'm sorry. And then You can use either one. I have a big container of this kind and a big container of this kind. And I'll probably, that's the yellow lid kind. Everybody knows what it is. I just really don't want to say it, but I'm going to use either one of those. And then for my noodles, these are the kind of noodles that I like. I'm going to kind of cover it up. Ooh, I thought I had to sneeze. And then I'm going to use, in my white mixture, I'm going to use some parsley. Just whatever kind of parsley. You can use fresh. I'm going to use cream cheese and 6-cheese Italian, or whatever kind of Italian blend that you can find. I don't like ricotta cheese, so I don't put that in there. And then just a little bit of, I got these American Deluxe slices. And then we like our lasagna cheesy. I have some of this left. It's kind of like a cheddar jack, small cut cheddar jack. So for my meat, I'm going to go ahead and come in here and just mix it up again. And it'll take a little bit for it to get dry and start frying. But you want to keep it kind of mixed up and keep cutting it up because it gets kind of stiff under there. This smells so good already. Man. You want to make sure that your meat is seasoned well. This meat has no fat in it, so you want to make sure if you use this kind of meat, it's really, really well seasoned. If you're in here, I'd appreciate if you gave a thumb. You can share me if you want to. I appreciate that. And then I'm going to go ahead over here and season my lasagna water. I just got it. It's barely cooking. So I'm going to let you look at that for a second. If there's anybody in there, I can't even tell. I need to go check the comments. If there's anybody in there, what is everybody cooking today? What's a Monday? A weekday? I've already spilled something. The Embry family. Hey, Embry family. How are you guys doing? So glad to have you. Okay. So when this starts to dry out, you know it's well cooked. You don't want to overcook it, but you want it well cooked. I'm going to go ahead and get my oven cleaned out because I keep pots and pans in my oven when they're clean and ready to go. So I'm going to just unload that real quick. And then I'm going to come here and check this again so I can start making my sauce. I'm going to put mine on 400 because my oven is just a little bit weird. It doesn't take too much baking. All you want to do is just get your cheese and everything done. Let me push start. I said, hey to Embry family. Somebody says I'm back. Thank you for coming back. Okay. So you didn't miss nothing. So I'm cooking this, finishing the meat up so that I can go ahead and get the sauce right. Um, like I said, this is 98% free meat for the lasagna, and it was bought in bulk at Sam's Club and frozen. They used to run about $11 for two. Some way back, about a year, maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago, it was like $9.99, and then it went up to like 11 something. Then I seen it go to 11.98, and now it's about $14. So I don't know what they're trying to get to, but still, this is Cost Cut Kitchen, and I try to buy it in bulk so it's cheaper. If you guys are in here, go ahead and give me a thumb. Go ahead and let somebody else know, that I'm in here if they want to come in. Okay, so this is pretty dried out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a hole in the middle, and I have my cans, my one can. This is tomatoes, onion, celery, and green peppers. I put onion in the meat already, but I just used it like a little, it was kind of medium, kind of small. So I'm going to just throw that in the middle. I'm going to kind of give that a little chop. And lasagna is really, really easy. It's not that hard, but I just needed to come on here and do it live. So I brought everybody with me that want to see it and then that want to go back and look at it. So I just go in there and chop them up. Okay. And then since it's layers, I'm going to go ahead and season this because I don't want anything to be in this without being seasoned. So since that's tomatoes, I just want a little bit of black pepper just to season them. I'm going to just use a little bit of my crushed pink salt so I can just season those tomatoes. And I'm going to leave them in there till they dry out just a little bit and just go ahead and work them in when they get a little bit more dried up. We need that juice. As you can see, this did not get drained. That oil that was in there is healthy oil. So olive oil is what I had. The tomatoes with the juice and all. The onions with the juice and all. The meat with the juice and all. Just because it's lasagna and we need it to be juicy. That's why I really like cooking my lasagna like this, because you don't really have to drain it. It's 98% fat free. It's fine with me. So I'm trying to just grind my tomatoes up a little bit, get them stirred up. They are good in here. I'm going to put some sauce in here. And then this is going to simmer when I get done fixing this sauce up. Uh-oh. I heard something upstairs. Just a second. Maria? You okay? Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to mix this in. And it's going to continue to cook with the meat and the rest of the sauce. So if you was in here a little bit earlier, you seen that I had them two sauces. So the one that I'm going to use is not the yellow one. I really don't want to show the name of it, but I'm going to show the sauce again. So I have in my stockpile that one. Super Twins, Bella and Gabby, hey! Said food is looking good. Thank you. And everybody else, if I did not speak when you came in, hello. And then this is the second one. I don't want to burn up nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the more natural one, which is this. And I'm just gonna start adding that in. And this is a good meal to cook when you're trying to cook from your bulk pile, because everything in it is pretty good priced, and you will have it in your kitchen usually. So we had everything today. So I said, let me make some lasagna. I'm gonna stir that in. I got a little bit more. That was out of one that I had already used. And since it's lasagna, you want it to be a little bit juicy. You want it to be a little bit juicy so that I don't know about anybody else. I don't like dried out lasagna. So, and that's gonna still cook down. And it's not done yet because I got more sauce to add. Shake this up. And I always check my date when I buy it, but I did not see a date on this one, so I'm assuming this is perfect. Oh, it's March 7th, 2023. I see it now. It's on the side. It's about half of this jar. And I used to use tomato paste and all that stuff to thicken it up, but I don't when I do lasagna because I just don't want that thick heaviness to it. The tomato paste is good, but I just don't want the thick heaviness. So with that down there, I'm going to take a little bit of I got sugar in the raw, and I'm going to just sprinkle some over it. You don't want too much, and I'm going to just sprinkle some over it. You don't want too much because you don't want it sweet. You don't want it sweet. That's sugar in the raw. And that's the good stuff. It's good for better than white. And that's the good stuff. It's good for better than white. I buy a big bag like this at wherever I find it at. So there's one like tablespoon. This one's not as sweet, so I'm probably gonna do 2. You don't want this sweet, so if you have less meat than me, make sure you don't use too much. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there and stir this, and then I'm gonna turn this down and wait for it to come to a simmer. I probably can turn it down now because I smell it on the bottom. Now this is at the point where my family would add probably some tomato paste and thicken it up, but I'm just gonna let it cook until it thickens up. And like I said, I want it a little bit drippy, but right now it's like a lot drippy, like a lot wet. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and let it come up to a simmer, and that makes it, the longer it can simmer, the better. I'm just gonna go ahead and taste it for seasoning. It's a little bit tangy still, so I'm just gonna add one more. Like I said, I got a lot of sauce and a lot of meat in there. So, and then I'm gonna season for seasoning for the sauce. So I'm gonna go, and then I don't go in with any more salt, but I do go in with stuff that doesn't have salt in it. So. Salt-free table blend that I use, and I can't find it. I don't want a bunch of salt in here because I still got cheese. So I'm gonna mix this up and see when it starts boiling like that. Again, you can turn it down and put a lid on it. Like I said, this is 98% fat-free meat, so you can feel a little bit less guilty if you eat 2 pieces. So I'm going to let that come up, and I'm going to cover it up. Oh yeah. that in the sink. I'm going to get my pan ready. And I'm going to get it washed out. I need to get, maybe I need to get a disposable one. Disposable pans. I got like 36. These disposable pans, I'm down to my last two. I need to go back. But this one done got all bent up, but I'm getting ready to use it. I got 36 of these from Sam's Club, and I think they were like a little bit over $13. So this is like the 9 by whatever size, and then I got the big ones also. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Wipe up, turn it down, cover it up, because it's still in simmer. So I gotta go ahead and cook my noodles. And I got a small pan, so I'm gonna try to do 9. I might do 12, because I don't know. And like I said, my noodles, I got some good noodles. These are my favorite ones because they stay sturdy. And you don't want to cook them that long. You just want them to be like barely al dente because they'll finish cooking in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more, I'm at 12. So I'll start off with 12. That's pretty good. That should make a decent size lasagna. I don't want it too big, but the layers, I usually have an extra bit of meat because I make a lot of meat. So I'm going to go ahead and salt my water. And that's just the flavor of the noodles. You don't need that much. And then I'm going to go ahead and just drop my noodles into the boiling water. So I want to set them like 2 going one way and 2 going one way, another way. 2 going that way and 2 going that way, so that they won't like be stuck together. And I'm gonna let them cook, and then I'm gonna smash them down. That's doing good. I put my spatula away, so I got this spoon that I use with the sugar. See how that is? See how it's getting thick now? And that's what you want. You want to see it getting thick so that it doesn't, you don't have to use like tomato paste or all that extra stuff. I try to do good with the cans and stay away from the cans like that, but sometimes it's got to get in there, especially when you got like a stockpile or anything. You're going to put some cans in there because you're cooking out of your stockpile. I don't like for my stockpile to go bad, so I've been cooking out of it quite a bit. So up a little bit, just come to a boil. This is good. I took some off of the spoon, and that's good. So I don't use ricotta cheese. I just don't like ricotta cheese. I never have. So the cheese that I'm going to be using and making my white sauce with is going to be the Philadelphia or the whatever block of cream cheese that you like. I usually get the fat-free one or the 1/3 fat one. They didn't have that, so I had to get this one. And I usually buy the big box of them at Sam's, but when I was there, they didn't have them, so I had to buy a single one. I like to keep those for different recipes and dips and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up I'm going to cover this up and go ahead and mix up. Don't turn it off because it's going to still simmer. The longer you can simmer it, the better. So I got an old pizza pan to cover this because I don't have any lids this big. The one I have is like, it's almost that size, but I'm going to go ahead and mix up this cheese sauce. So I'm going to take a bowl. Give me a clean, clear bowl. And then I have it on top of here, so it's going to get it a little bit warm. You want to have it a little bit warm. Go over here and stir my noodles. And then I'm going to say about maybe 4 to 6 minutes on these noodles, because regular is about 8 to 10. I don't want it to be too, I don't want it to get too done, because it's going to go right in the oven and cook more. My family likes lasagna, so that's my pan. Gotta dry it out. What is everybody else cooking, or what is everybody else having for dinner? That's a good question, huh? I know somebody in here probably gonna say they not cooking because it's a weeknight. But them is the nights that I have to cook because I got these kids here. Okay? Guys, if you can, go ahead and give me a thumb and give me a share. Let somebody know to let somebody else know. Okay, and for the white sauce, we're going to go ahead and put this block of cream cheese in the bowl. It needed to be softened, but I had to run out to the store and get it not too long ago, and it's not that soft. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it right on in. Ain't that about something? That thing stood up. Look at that. Sausage, peas, and potatoes. An English classic, someone said. Sounds good. Sausage, peas. Wow. Okay, I hear my pot, so I'm gonna turn my pot down some more. Okay, and I'm gonna try to get these noodles, pay attention to these noodles because I don't want them to get too done. So for my white sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and put some parsley. Parsley flakes, just cheap ones. I'm gonna take this lid off because I'll be sitting here shaking all day. Somebody, I'm gonna be mad in a minute. That floor got mopped today, and guess what I just did? Spilled, but I'll get it. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some seasoning. Same seasoning that's in your meat. I'm not gonna add salt. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to mix this together. And I don't use an egg in this because I'm not sure how it would be. If I had ricotta, when I used to use ricotta, we used to put an egg in it. So I'm gonna let that get a little softer. While it's getting soft, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the white cheese, which is an Italian blend. It is a 6-cheese Italian blend. And I have about 2 cups. I'm going to add about a cup because this is going to be like my smear or my drop-in sauce. With the ricotta, I used to just drop it in, but I love the cream cheese. I'm going to use about, that's about a cup. The rest of it's going to go in the lasagna. And you just want to, now this is just a substitute for the ricotta mixture. If you don't like this, just try it. If you don't think you would like it, you'll be surprised, because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. I just tried it one day, and I'm sure I'm not the first one that has ever done it, but my family gave me so many good reviews about the cream cheese with the white cheese instead of the ricotta. I don't think they liked it either. They were just eating it because I was serving it to them. Okay, so I got that mixed up really well, and like I said, leave it on there where it could get a little. I'm gonna leave it on there where it could get a little heat because I want it to get like real soft, and I didn't have it out all day like I should have, because I had to run to the store and get a couple of things. And if you look at it, it looks like the ricotta mixture. Okay. somebody come get my strainer, I'm gonna pour these noodles, and these noodles are very, very al dente. That means they're not done yet. They're gonna finish in the oven. See my noodles? That's how you want them, still yellow. Don't let them overcook, because I promise you, to me, I can't promise you because it's just my opinion. To me, they're nasty, too smushy. But if you get them when they're perfectly cooked, you'll like them better because they won't all cook apart in the oven or be too, like, you know how they get the tears in them. You'll know if you got, you will know if you have cooked it too long, because they'll all start tearing, and I don't want that. Okay, so some people don't rinse theirs. I give mine a little rinse, and I set some olive oil down on it. Just a real quick rinse. Shaky, shaky, shaky. And before I start my lasagna, I'll probably shake it again. But I'll go ahead and turn that eye off. Let me check this meat. I appreciate you guys for coming in and watching. That looks really, really good. That looks like it's about done. I'll get my spoon. If you haven't already, go ahead and give me a thumb. Maybe share me with somebody. I'm trying to get me some watch time so that I can keep doing what I do. Yeah, this is, look how thick this is. See, you would have had to use tomato paste and all that. I don't like all that. It's too much. So that's just my opinion. And it is so good. I gotta wash this spoon off because I definitely took a taste of the spoon. Okay, so who knows what time it is now? Man, you so slow. You so slow, girl. It must be time to get it together. Yeah, you can get one. That's my lid. Set that there. I don't know if anybody can see it, but I'm going to start the layer. I think I'm gonna sit it right here and start the layer. Any objections? Can everybody see? If you cannot see it, let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Look at him, come over here laughing. He's smiling. You like it? You glad I'm cooking some lasagna? Yeah. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start layering. So on your very bottom, you want to start with the layer of meat. Not as much. And you just want to spread it around. This is going to stop everything from sticking. And you just want to kind of spread it out. You know I'm recording. Oh, you know I'm on live, so be careful what you're saying. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take and rinse my noodles one more time. And then I'm going to drop the olive oil on them. And then they're, like I said, they're al dente. They're not all the way done, but they're gonna finish cooking real quick in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay my lasagna down. And I do layers of 3 in these size pans. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more of this sauce. Now you can make these layers as thick or as thin as you like. You spread it. Most people make this with 1 pound of meat. I make it with 2 because my husband is a meat person. He loves the protein part of it. He doesn't like the noodles so much. I can eat it either way. I just don't like it too cheesy. A lot of people love the cheese in their lasagna. I kind of want to have meat in every bite. Okay, so then it's gonna be our drops of our cheese. So take a spoon. It should be soft enough. I'm gonna just sit it right here. So you can either do this by hand or you can take a spoon or something and then just take it off of there. And I take little pieces like this. And hands are clean. They've been cleaned inside of my dishwater. Because it doesn't like to come off so well on the spoon. So just little pieces like that. And then I'm gonna just drop them all over everywhere. I like this better than the ricotta. Has anybody ever tried it with cream cheese before? Because I've tried it with cream cheese before and I like it a lot better. And if you have had it with cream cheese, season it and put some of that white cheese in it. Watch how it just, man, it's gonna clown. I'm telling you. It's gonna clown. I mean, in a good way. I gotta remember, I'm not only talking to people I know, I'm talking to a lot more people. So, excuse me if you don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's gonna be very good if you put that white cheese in there, mix it around, and it's kind of like the ricotta mixture. And one of these makes enough. You'll probably have, last time I made it, it was a lot bigger lasagna, and I had 2 of them. It was for an event. So yeah, and my family really likes this a lot, so you might not want as much, but I'm going to just keep putting it in until I want to stop. I really like this though. This is like one of my favorite dishes. And it's not, I don't think it's an Italian lasagna. Just follow me though, because this is this is how we like to eat it. So I'm gonna wipe my hands. Now I'm gonna go ahead with another layer. Okay, there's 3 noodles. Bring that one up a little bit. And I'm getting up top, so I'm going to go ahead and probably add 4, just so it could be a nice cut. Cover everything up with noodle, and then get some more meat in there. Is everybody liking this recipe? Let me know. I can come over there and look at the comments. Uh-oh, spilled. That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there and spread this out. This lasagna gonna be good. We're gonna have a real good time with this. Can't wait. So I started this around 4, and everything should be done and good to go around 6. I have an idea for a salad. I have a kale package that I got from the bookstore, Sam's Club, I'm sorry. I got that kale package that already has the dressing in it, has the kale, the broccoli, I think it's broccoli stalks like chopped. It's got like purple cabbage. So that is what we're gonna have on the side of this. What do you guys have with your lasagna? This is kind of sticky. It's even worse to put in there with a spoon. Just trust me with this one. You know, if you don't like getting your hands dirty, you can use like 2 measuring spoons, like a teaspoon and a half a teaspoon or something like that. Or you can use 2 really little, really tiny spoons, kitchen spoons, to try to just roll it out and get it together. I'm gonna wipe my hands again. And then I'm gonna do another layer. Okay, stop. I'm gonna take my one off, put it back in there. I meant to add some cheese. I can't forget the cheese because they love the cheese. I'll take some more of that white cheese and just put it in this layer. We love cheesy lasagna. I don't want it too cheesy, but I like cheese, different kind of cheeses in it. And that's gonna be for the top. I'm also gonna take some of this American, and that's just my fallback. I don't have the sprinkle American cheese, and not like I can find it or anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and put pieces of this in there. And that cheese is gonna make it a little bit richer too. This is like the favorite cheese. The girls love this. We put it on sandwiches. You can buy a big block of this from Walmart. And it's just processed, pasteurized American slices. It's probably not that good for you, but we love it over here. So I'm not gonna say any names, but it's really good. So the middle, I'm just gonna break these last pieces in half and sit them in there. I'm not gonna put that half a piece in there. I'm just gonna set that in there. Okay, and now we can go ahead and put our lasagna layers in. I'm gonna do 4 on this one too. I only have 5 noodles left, so as it gets bigger, you can see it start to, I don't know what you want to call it, you need more as you come up, I guess, because this pan spreads out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that last one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and chop this little piece off right here if I can. Got a knife already. Wash it off, rinse it off. I'm just gonna go in here, and I'm not throwing that little noodle away. I know y'all don't think I am, because I don't like throwing food away. I'm just gonna cut it and tuck it somewhere. Because when you get to making pieces of lasagna, you ain't gonna know nothing about that. Okay, so this is our last layer. Looks like we've made the perfect amount of meat. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting that in there. And then do a little cleanup. And I'm gonna put this in the oven and let it roll. Does anybody have any type of questions or anything? I haven't even been looking at these comments, so just give me a second. When I dry my hands, I will get in there and look at the comments. And cast iron is okay to scrape a little bit when you are cooking, just not that poly stuff or that, I don't even know what it's called, non-stick stuff, because I don't really use it. I'm sure I could. Okay, that's it for that. And I'm gonna come over here and just get everything down in there. I don't want any noodles sticking up out of the meat because it'll burn and get crusty. So I'm gonna try to keep it, push them down underneath, and then just fill it up with the meat. How do you guys think this looks? This is gonna be so good. Okay, so before I stick it in the oven. Let me go look at these comments and see what all I missed. I know I missed something. It's probably not even concerning me, but okay. Let's see. Nope, I don't think I missed anything. Ooh, I'm shaking. Okay, so let me finish the layer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the cream cheese, some of the cream cheese mixture in there. We have some people in the house from UK. Hello, everyone. They said that they like bangers and mash, and they're having sausage and peas for dinner. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you could make it over. If everybody doesn't know each other, go ahead and mingle and check out their channels to see if you like them. And if you do, you already know what to do. And if I don't belong to you, go ahead and I'll look. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Wait until this one premieres and then I'll go back, take a look. Okay. And then I'm not going to put the American cheese in here. I'm just going to put this and then the sprinkle cheese. So I know it seems like a lot, but this is a lot better. The ricotta is kind of more thicker and more rich than this is. So you don't, I wouldn't recommend putting too much ricotta. If you use ricotta, it tastes so much better to me. And if you missed what this was cream cheese, no salt seasoning like garlic powder, pepper, or you can put salt in it if you want your salty, or you want more salt than what I have. I just try to use the least amount possible. And this is gonna start melting all through it because I got it on every layer, and it really, really is good. You have to let this set. So it'll sit out for a little bit so it can set. And I'm gonna put this on about, now my oven isn't like that. My oven is like older. And sometimes I think it has a mind of its own. And I'm in a rental property, so I can't just buy another oven and put it in here. I mean, I could, but I might get fined or something. They're really, really strict. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup, and then I'm gonna put the cheese on top. And then I'm going to put water in my pot here, my pan, skillet. This hot water cleans them. And whatever else is left in there, I will go through and wipe it out in the sink. You don't want to put soap. Sometimes I do because it's a really big cleaning job, but mostly just want to put hot water in and let it roll. It'll clean it or make it easy to get it clean. I have that cheese bowl. I'm gonna wash it. I like to keep everything cleaned up. Okay, so the cheese is gonna go on here now. So I have some cheddar jack cheese that's like this color, and then I have that white 6 cheese Italian, which has mozzarella, provolone, romano, fontina, asiago, and parmesan natural cheese. They're all natural. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, you'll hear my kids back there running. I hope they don't mess up nothing. So I'm gonna go with this cheddar jack. I'm on live, daughters. And so after this gets warm, I'm probably gonna turn it down to about 350 and just let it roll. And I'm not going to keep you too long. I will come back with short or something like that, because I know you don't want to wait to see. I'm going to just use all of it for this. We like the top pretty cheesy. And you got to watch out with this cheddar jack because it could burn. You don't want it to burn. That messes up your whole lasagna. And I would cover it up with foil and cook it, but I'm out of foil. So I'm gonna have to shut it down to 350 and let it roll. Just spread it out. And this is the type of cheese that makes it gooey and sticky on the top. So I'm gonna check my oven. Yeah, it's still not that warm. I don't know what's going on with this oven. I told them, they said it wasn't messed up. They said somebody out to look at it said no. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my lasagna in the oven. Clean up my area. Ooh. And I'm just going to take a little bit of parsley and drop it on top of that lasagna. Just for the fancy effect. Just so it looks a little bit fancy. Now, put it in the bowl here. So, I have the parsley out again. And I'm gonna go ahead and just shake it to give it a little bit of color. Pretty green color. Okay, now, anybody know what time it is? 4:58. Okay, it's about 5. I'm serving about 6. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this off and put it on 350. I'm gonna stick that right in the oven. So this is gonna take about 45 minutes to an hour in my oven. I have it on the pan, and I'm just gonna lift it and stick it. Okay. I'm gonna clean up this area. Everywhere. I can't put everything on the floor because the floor got mopped. It was like the beginning of my spring cleaning. Did anybody else spring clean? Is it even spring where everybody is? Maybe I'm too early or maybe I'm too late, but our spring hasn't sprung yet, and I try to get started a few weeks before Easter, but I'm a little bit late because I got to throw away clothes and get boxes out of here. I deep cleaned the entertainment center stand, and just got some of that dust out of there. I'm gonna have to go get some. I'm gonna Clorox wipe it down, and I'm gonna find some dust dust wipers like that repel the dust. So that's what I'm up to, a little bit by a little bit. And then when it's near time to be done with everything, I'm going to take and just do a get some once over cleaning in the house, and then you can tell everything's been done. But I got a way to go because my kids have to still throw away clothes or give away clothes. Some they need to give them away because they have clothes. During the pandemic, everybody kind of swelled up, and when everybody swelled up, they stopped fitting clothes. So we're gonna have to either put them in a bin where people, you know, can have it for free. I would rather do that. I hope they get them for free. But if not, we can definitely donate them at the Goodwill or wherever. I'm pretty sure we'll see a place to take them to. Putting my stuff away. I like to put everything away like as soon as I get done, because after I eat, it's over with. Like, nobody wants to clean up. And if I'm cooking, I shouldn't be cleaning, but I try to get it as good and nice as I can, so that way I can tell the girls, listen, clean out your plate, wipe down the counter, and we are done. Like, that's it. And this meal is a good meal for leftovers because it stores well, it freezes really well. But I don't have the space to freeze it, so I'm pretty sure most of it get eaten, and that's what I'm hoping for. Everybody will have seconds tonight, and it's not that big of a thing of it, but I'm sure everybody will have first and seconds tonight, and then when it comes to the leftovers, I will put them in the fridge and have them for like, take it for like lunch, or take it for like, if I'm going to, and then like after tomorrow, like if I have any left, I'll like give it to, you know, a friend, family, something like that. But I doubt it, because last time I cooked it with the cream cheese, everything got eaten except for one piece, and that's a piece that fell off somebody's plate. So, but yeah, just a quick recap on the dish. It was a idea I had because I had a lot of stuff in my stockpile, and I got a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm going to do that kale salad, and it has kale, purple cabbage. It has a number of good things in it. Then I have some tomatoes and cucumbers I want to use. I'm going to throw that in there, and it comes with a poppy seed dressing. So I'm going to have that, and I took a skillet. I had some 98% lean ground turkey. I had some sauce from my stockpile, and these all came from my stockpile. The turkey, the spaghetti sauce, and you can use marinara sauce, tomato sauce, whatever kind of sauce that you like. But I get mine in bulk, and I wanted to use some of it up because you can't keep that stuff if it's going bad. That's a waste of money. So the noodles were in my stockpile already. The other day I went and bought produce, so I had onions, the diced tomatoes, and onions and celery can was in my stockpile already. And then I had cheeses that were used for like taco nights and different stuff like that. So only thing I had to get was some cream cheese, but I don't like the other dry cheese like the ricotta and stuff like that. So I went ahead and got that cream cheese, and did what I needed to do. And now I am going to probably get off of here because it's rounding about an hour, and I can either come back later and show you guys, gotta clean my pan, or take some pictures and make a short, because I'm pretty sure I can make a 60-second short and then just show how the food is, because I don't want to keep anybody. It's going to be at least another 45 minutes to an hour before everything is done. And then my family does not have any garlic bread, so I might make some garlic bread out of my pizza bread or my English muffins or something like that. That depends on if anybody wants it. I don't need any garlic bread. I can just do the lasagna and the salad. I don't even probably need the salad, but because that lasagna is gonna fill me up. But knowing me, I love my salad, so I'll probably have some of that salad. I don't know what happened. My battery kind of died. But I have the sweet kale salad. That's going to be the salad part of it. And I also have, I forgot I had the broccoli crunch one. I love the broccoli crunch one. The broccoli crunch one is my favorite. But I need I need to use that kale one up. And I got some little bitty tomatoes that I got. I think I showed them on one of my hauls. And I got some little baby cucumbers. I'm going to slice them up and get everything in a bowl. Wash them off. I gotta wash these off. And then I'm gonna get everything in a bowl. And that's it. I'm gonna toss it, throw that dressing on there. And that's gonna be about it. I'll probably season it a little bit. And that's about it. That's about a meal. Anybody disagree? And I'm going to say goodnight to you all. I thank you so much for coming in and watching. I am Miss Latasha. You just came in. You done missed it. You can probably go back and see it if you want to. How are you doing? That's my girl. She be having the good stuff. I'll be looking at her videos sometimes. I'll be like, ooh, she done cooked some good stuff. I want me one of them. She had some turkey legs the other day. And I was just looking like, I'm not finna try to make no turkey legs because I know I ain't getting ready to try to unthaw them and do all that. So I said, okay, I'm just going to wait. But that, I'm late, just got from work. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I was just getting ready to end. You know, I was just getting ready to end. I made a real good lasagna. And you can probably play it back once they put it up there. And then this is just the end. You know, when I get to the end, I kind of soak my pans. I'm getting ready to throw a salad together, and that's it. I've been on for about an hour and 2 minutes. So I'm going to make a short. Don't miss the short. And I'm going to go ahead and put some pictures up. Okay? I'm going to let you guys finish mingling and doing everything. I'm going to go run until about 65 minutes. And then I'm going to say goodbye. You guys have a good day. Peace out. Cucumbers that got so cold. The end of these getting frozen. I don't know what's wrong. Something's wrong with that fridge and the stove. This fridge is freezing. I don't like that because I don't like my fridge stuff frozen. screws up out of here before they get all messed up. What you back there doing, sis?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nothing.
Mm-hmm. The bottom ones are seasoned. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you for coming in. And you guys have a good day, blessed day, and have a wonderful night tonight. Bye-bye.